Hey yo, what it do? This your boy Tony ToteBag, and this is Culture Topics. Salute to my hustlers and what's poppin' to my entrepreneurs, baby. Dallas, Texas, stand up. D-Town, what it do, baby? Man, we got us one today, man. I was sitting here thinking, nah, man, fuck that shit. LA, stand up, man. New York, what it do? Milwaukee, what's poppin'? New Mexico, man, what y'all got going, man? Oak Cliff, man, what's up, man? East Down Fashion, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's how we do that. Only on Amazon, you dig? Southside, the realest, man. West Dallas, stand up, man. Greedy Grove, wake up. You understand? Vegas, man, what y'all got going, man? What's up? Got us one, man, from the detention center today. You know, going back to the detention center, man. So, I can remember, actually this story is going to be about messy people, man. People coming into new environments and shaking shit up and fucking shit up for everybody. Or at least trying to, you know. So here's my story. So I can remember, man, when I first got to the detention center in Dallas or whatnot, man, and you know, everything that led up to getting to the dorm and things like that. It took about 3 days to get to the dorm, man, from processing. So it used to take 72 hours until you get dressed out and get to the dorm and things like that. And usually after then, a person, they'll sleep for about 2 days. They'll sleep to like the second day, and then they'll start programming and things like that. So on this one right here, man, so I can remember going to the dorm, man, and the door opening, like I said before. Open up, man, and they escort you in, and kind of like on TV or whatever, you see everybody upstairs and downstairs, everybody looking at you, you know, nobody has their shirts on and things like that, so everybody's checking you out. So I can remember when I looked upstairs, I seen like one of the biggest Mexican dudes I've ever seen thus far. He was huge, and he was hanging over the rail, you know, checking everything out, you know, seeing who's all coming to the door and things like that, just like everybody else. But I remember focusing on him because he was the biggest. So anyway, you know, I get settled in, and whatever happened then, it happened. I've already been told the story. But I just wanted to, you know, introduce you guys to this new character, man, this real big dude. I noticed the first day I got there. Now, we're going to fast forward through some of the ups and downs and get to about month 3. This is about the 3rd month, man, and at this particular time, it's kind of calm in the dorm. There's a nice, well, I don't say nice, but there's like almost an equal ratio of blacks and Mexicans in the dorm or whatnot. I believe, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was a few more black people in the dorm or whatever, but you know, the numbers were fairly even, right? So one day, man, we get in this young dude. I don't know where he's from, but just by the way I'm checking him out, you know, he looks like he carries himself like he has a chip on his shoulder or whatever. He carries himself like, you know, he a tough guy or whatnot. You know, which is cool. However you carry yourself, however you do your thing, is how you do your thing. This is just what I've noticed from afar. Now, I'm gonna show you, and like I said, like I just stated, man, things were calm and cool and collected in the dorm. Alright. So one morning, man, almost everyone is in their cells. And, you know, from what I'm thinking, everybody's in their cells trying to get some rest or whatever, you know, just in their bunks. So I'm laying in my bunk. I'm halfway asleep and I'm halfway woke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just laying there, and like I hear. Then all of a sudden I hear this sound, man, like one of the loudest sounds I've ever heard thus far from being in the dorm. It was, I can see if I can try to do it. It was like that, so loud in that dorm, man, and it was so loud that I could hear it in my cell. And man, when I heard that noise, I jumped up. I knew something was wrong. I already knew something was wrong. I jumped up. I hopped out of bed, slammed my door open, and I go into the day room, and I'm starting to look to see what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see anybody. It's only like 3 people. I'm looking for a melee or whatever, you know. So I'm looking. I'm watching 3 people. I'm scanning. So I see the young black dude. He's like walking, like pacing back and forward. I don't really register that at that time. I look. There's a second person sitting on the table. Another Mexican guy sitting on the table, young dude. And then the big Mexican guy that I was telling you guys about earlier in the story. He's holding his face. He's just standing there holding his face. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I scan back to the black dude, the young black dude or whatever, and so he's pacing back and forward, but he's saying something. So I go up to him and I'm like, man, what's up? What happened, man? What's going on? And he starts saying something to the extent of, you know, the Mexican guy tripping. He's looking at him crazy, and this is happening real fast, y'all. He's acting real crazy, mugging him. So the young black dude told me he hit him, you know what I'm saying? And man, he hit him. That shit was so loud. So when after he said that, I looked back at big dude, right? And as I'm looking back at big dude, the young Mexican dude kind of locks eyes with me. We kind of lock eyes for a second. Then he shoots upstairs real fast. He just takes off running, runs through the day room, up the stairs, into his cell. So I'm like, shit, man. This shit gonna go down, so I need to wake everybody up, you know, at least everybody in my cell, wake them up and get them on point. The young dude, his cell is upstairs with the guy he hit and with the young essay that ran upstairs. So he live up there with them. I'm downstairs. So he in a whole heap of trouble, man, if he go back upstairs, you know what I'm saying? So he stays downstairs. I wake everybody up. So now they come out to the day room. Old boy that ran upstairs, he comes back out. He has a weapon. So now we have it was 3 because they went and got another one of the big Mexican guys, I guess the shot caller or whatever. But he was like real cool and laid back. You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, he told me he had a year. He had a year. This is straight. Y'all know how he got his deal or whatever, but he had a year, so he was chilling, man. And I can tell he didn't want to get involved in any other politics, but they looked up to him, you know. So anything that went down, they would tell him. So they went and got him. So now they're on one side of the day room by the tables. We're by the TV stand, right? So we're trying to figure out where this is gonna go, you know, because usually. I'm gonna say 99% of the time that I was there, it was never any tensions between, you know, the blacks and the Mexicans. It was always, you know, black on black or black on white or Mexican on Mexican, stuff like that. We never clashed. So man, we trying to figure this out, and you know, we come to the conclusion, man, that this shit was an isolated incident, you know. So they're asking, you know, they're telling the big dude, you know, if he wants to get his one-on-one, get his get back, you know, with the young black dude. The young black dude, he ready to go. The SA ready to go. No, I'm sorry. The SA didn't want to fight. The big SA didn't want to fight. The black dude did. And then like the shot caller and the guy that went and produced the weapon, you know, they were just on point. So, you know, fast forward a little bit, man, cooler heads were able to prevail. And the young dude, man, he had to get up out of there. We had to go ahead and just tell him to go ahead and remove himself from the dorm to avoid, like, any tension and things like that, because he lives upstairs with him. That shit wasn't going. I don't know what he was thinking. That shit wasn't gonna go right. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be constant turmoil if he goes back upstairs and live amongst the people that he's getting into it with. So it was a conscious decision between all of us that he had to go. I don't even remember his name. He wasn't even there that long. He didn't really mean anything to the dorm at all. Just controversy, man. On that day, on that particular day, walking around like he owns the place, prior to that. So we were able to, cool things down. Everything went back to normal, and we were programming once again. It wouldn't be too much longer when turmoil and controversy would, brew again, but not that particular day, man. I don't know why he really hit that guy, because that dude, he keeps to himself, He will watch you, but it's not like that with him, because I have been around him for a while. He's just cool and laid back, but he doesn't speak. So maybe that's what it was. He was looking at the young dude and not speaking, and he took offense to it. He fired off on him. That was that, man. There wasn't any other violence or blows thrown. No one used a weapon or anything like that. But it could have went that way. It could have went down, man. It could have exploded, and it could have been real bad. So, man, every now and then you'll have a bad apple in the bunch. And when you got a bad apple in the bunch, man, you got to get rid of it. That's that. So, man, until next time, salute to my hustlers and what's popping to my entrepreneurs, man. This your boy Tony ToteBag of Culture Topics. I am the founder of E-Style Fashion. You know what I'm saying? Only on Amazon. And that's how we're gonna do that until next time, man. Peace.